What's going on, everybody? It's your boy King Tay. Welcome back to King Tay TV. And today we have another special interview. Today, man, we have got this guy by the name of Matt, man. He has a podcast going on, man, that's really growing right now. I've been checking it out. Also, man, we're going to dig into that, but also we're going to ask him about his NBA 2K experience and things like that, man. So without further ado, let's give this boy a shout out, man. Welcome to the channel, man. King Tay TV. What's going on, Matt?
What's going on, King Tay?
Not much, man. It's good to have you on board, man. How you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
Man, I'm doing well, man. So I brought you here, man, to ask you a few questions, man. We talked briefly on Twitter about a couple things, man. I want to go ahead and ask you a few questions about it, man. So we're gonna dive right into it. But where we're gonna start, I like to start from the beginning of things, bro. So I'm gonna ask you a couple questions about the beginnings, man. As far as gaming, I see you have a few ties with the 2K community. So as far as the gaming goes, man, how does those ties begin, man? How did you start gaming? Where did it start for you in the 2K community, bro?
Well, let's see. At first, I started actually playing on game battles.
Okay.
I was playing team up from 2009 until about 2014, and then I turned into a park player between 15 and 17.
Okay.
And at 18, it was really the start of Pro-Am for me. And then it was pretty much just friends. And then I ended up joining the MCPA draft league in 19. And I put together one hell of a run. And from there, I met Green Honcho and Jelly Fam, which
Nice.
are both owners of ENG, which everyone in the 2K community knows who they are. And then pretty much from there, I just started growing by myself.
Right on, man. Right on. So as far as your Pro-Am experience, man, what position did you play, bro?
I actually jumped all over the place. So
Okay.
at first, I was a wing when I first came in with a bunch of my friends. And then I ended up switching to center because we couldn't find one that was good enough.
Right.
And I really took on the center role quick. That was something that I like doing. I'm very talkative. I'm aggressive. I like playing defense. So the center position made a lot of sense for me.
Yeah.
And then just recently, the last time I played, I was actually playing the lock position.
Okay.
But right now, I'm actually not playing.
Okay. Gotcha. So right now you're more focused on your podcast?
Correct.
Okay. And we're gonna dig more into that later, man. So when you said that you had a pretty good run, man, what did that consist of? Did you play a lot of in the leagues like WR, or did you compete in any of those type of leagues?
I played in every league known to man, from 2K19 all the way up until, I guess you could say December of this year. I played in WR, I played in MPBA, I played TPO, SL2K, MCPA. MCPA was really the one that did it for me.
Yeah.
With it being a draft league, I walked in, got drafted. I feel like I got snubbed for Rookie of the Year, but I did win Defensive Player of the Year.
Okay.
I have mentions from SL2K for defensive performances for the year. So I definitely put together a little bit of a performance right there. And then in the end of 2K20, I'm pretty sure everyone knows who the Lab Rats are. I was actually the coach for the Lab Rats team.
Nice.
And I was part of the Where Were You No Way jumper meme that came out of nowhere. I mean, it was short. I look at it every day. Last night was tough for me. I was watching videos and I really want to come back. I just don't know if I have the want to do it as much as I feel like I'd want to.
Right. Now, what if you did come back? Do you have one of the next gen consoles right now, or you currently got the current gen? Okay, which one do you have?
I got the Xbox.
Oh, that's what I got too, man. The Xbox is dope, man. Well, if you decide to come back, man, holler at me, man. We work something out, play some Pro-Am, bro.
No doubt.
For sure. So, man, we're gonna go and get into this podcast, man. The PhillyFrenzy. Am I right? That's the name of the podcast?
Yes, sir. PhillyFrenzy podcast.
Right on. There you go, guys. That go to hoodie, man. So listen, man, as far as your podcast is concerned, bro, what do you cover, man, in your podcast? What different subjects or what sports directly do you cover?
All right. So when we first started the podcast, roughly about a month ago, it was strictly football, the NFL. We started branching off. We started covering MMA. When there's a big fight, we cover that. And just within the last week, we've talked about actually covering 2K sports or E-League sports, with 2K being a main topic. And we're actually going to start a new segment today covering Madden Ultimate Team.
Okay. Right on, man. So like y'all have a few things going on now. What platform can we catch it on, man? How can we get exactly into your podcast?
So you could find me on YouTube. It's just type in Philly Frenzy Podcast.
Okay.
Same thing with Facebook. And then Spotify is the same exact way. You just type in Philly Frenzy Podcast. You'll see the logo.
Okay.
We'll pop right up. And then we are also on Twitter at Philly Frenzy PC.
Okay, right on, man. So definitely, I would definitely have all the links in the description, guys. How to get directly into his podcast, man. Now, is there a certain schedule that you do your podcast on certain days of the week?
At first, it was Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Right now, with a lot of stuff going on, we're running 4 days this week. So we're Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 2 shows today. And then we'll possibly be doing 2 shows on Friday. But usually it's a Monday, Wednesday, Friday schedule.
Right on, man. So it seems like you're pretty busy right now, man.
Yeah.
I see that, man. I see that. So, man, as far as your drive, bro, like what really made you want to get into podcasting? Because I heard you say earlier that you was doing your 2K thing, you know, you was doing the program, dabbing into that. But what really made you want to get into podcasting, bro?
I've always been interested in getting into, I guess you could say, radio. And then with the podcast, my mom's really the one that kind of pushed me towards it. She would call me and ask me questions about sports, and then I'd go on for like a 40-minute rampage about what's going on in Philly sports. And she was like, you should start your own podcast. And with me having free time on my hands, not playing 2K, I ended up jumping in and started working on my podcast.
Right on, man. Right on, man. So, I mean, I would tell you now, man. I mean, I've definitely I already heard in on it a little bit, man. It sounds pretty good, man. So definitely keep going, keep doing what you're doing, bro. And
Appreciate it.
definitely as you keep expanding, keep getting to the 2K, getting to the E League and different stuff like that. I know it's gonna boom, bro. So
Mm-hmm.
listen, guys, definitely check it out, man. Definitely give this man a follow on Twitter. Definitely check out his podcast, different things like that, man. So as far as the future of Philly Frenzy, bro. As far as your future, Matt, and what you got going on your platform, man. Where do you see yourself going, man? Where can you see yourself going, man? Maybe say 5 years from now. Where can you see your platform being, bro?
My goal is to actually hit my follower and hours watch reached on YouTube within the next year. And once that happens, I want to just continue to expand and be able to actually make a living out of this. For me to be able to sit down and talk about stuff that I love on a regular basis, definitely beats working a 9 to 5. And if I can sit there and I could talk sports with you or talk E-League sports with you, like I'm gonna definitely enjoy it. So that's kind of where my mindset is, what I want the concept of the podcast to turn out to be.
Yeah.
But you never know what's gonna happen. You just gotta find the right support and the right people that are actually gonna be behind you and everything you're putting out.
It's interesting that you said that, man. So just out of curiosity, bro, like how has the support been so far, man, for your movement, bro?
The support, I can't ask for enough when it comes to what ENG has done. They retweet everything, they like everything. They have been on top of everything that I post and that I tweet. And it comes down to Honcho and Jelly, these two guys that I met in the 2K community that we have a friendship now outside of the community.
Yeah.
And they're definitely helping me and showing passion the same way I'm showing passion. So it helps me move forward.
Right. Exactly, man. And it's crazy because the podcasting, especially when it comes to like sports and also the 2K league or anything esports, man, there's really not a lot out there, bro. Like I feel like it's something that's really monumental, man, because I don't think there's a lot of people doing it. And I think it's really cool that you're doing that, man. I can really see it popping off, bro. I mean, I know for me, I have a small platform, but I know I'm gonna try to push you out as much as I can. You know what I'm saying? Definitely like support different people, man. So but I will ask you this, bro. As far as the support thing, because I seen a tweet the other day, man. A lot of people had commented on it. It was back and forth. But I wanted to ask you, man. I ask people this all the time. As far as the 2K community is concerned, bro, I hear people say that it's toxic, or I hear people say that, yeah, man, as far as support, people really don't want to support you that much. The 2K community is different from other games, different stuff like that. What's your thoughts on that, man?
The 2K community is probably one of the most toxic things I've ever been a part of. I'm going to be completely honest with you. It's worse than it's worse. It is worse than Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 lobbies. Nobody is supporting anybody. Everybody's out for each other. They're drawing blood. But see, you got to look at it as when you step onto the court and you and I step on the court, we could be real good friends off that court. But as soon as we step on the court, I'm not showing you support. I'm not going to clap when you score. I'm going to make sure that I'm excited for my teammates and my teammates only. Now, after the fact, me and you might exchange a few words, have a conversation, and that happens in the community. A lot of these guys, what happens is they want everybody to see on the timeline that they're going back and forth, and that's their adrenaline rush, or that's how they compete. But behind closed doors, a lot of these guys are good friends. A lot of these guys do have communication off the timeline. The timeline is like this big bubble that everyone gets to see, and it's not the full structure and how everyone goes about what they're actually doing in the community. So there are people in the community that do show support all the time, but a lot of them, it's behind closed doors.
Gotcha. And what I really like about 2K community personally, bro, is I feel like you really got to earn what you want to get out this community, bro, because I see a lot of things, man. It's not a lot of buddy system from what I see, bro. It's not a lot of people, like you just said, that's really trying to support everybody and do this, do that. It's like you really have to make your own noise, man, make a name for yourself. And that's really not a bad thing, man, to me, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I can see some toxic in it. I can see it. But it is what it is, man. It definitely is what it is, bro. But man, I really appreciate you coming on, man. I didn't want to be before you too long, man, but I appreciate you coming out, telling us about your podcast, man, telling us about all this good stuff, man. And I look forward to you, man. Do you know exactly when? I know you say you're gonna do some stuff today. Do you know exactly when you're gonna get your E-League thing started as far as your podcast?
Right now we're just kind of looking at a few candidates to bring on. Because with me not being in the community as much as I was in the past, I'm kind of falling out of what's going on to date. So we're trying to look for guys that actually, follow it as much as I follow sports. We're like football. With football, I'm sitting there and I'm watching it consistently over and over and over again. Yeah. And then with talking to a few guys that are inside the community and a few guys, including yourself, that, we've talked a little bit. We're trying to get guys that are like you, we can bring on, run the E-League side of things, and allow us to, communicate with you, go back and forth and see, where our mindsets are, and maybe we can make everything clash.
For sure. That makes a lot of sense, man. That makes a lot of sense. Well, I'm super excited for it, man. I can't wait till you get it going, man. I definitely will be following your podcast, bro. And listen, man, again, I appreciate you coming out, man. And hopefully we can see you again in the future, Matt.
I appreciate you having me on, bro. Everyone make sure you go follow him on Twitter.
Appreciate you.
And make sure everyone goes and subs on his YouTube. This man right here is putting in a lot of work, and you don't want to be left behind when he blows up.
Oh man, that's humbling, bro. That's humbling, bro.
I gotta show my support because you brought me on and got me to do my thing. So I gotta show my support while you're showing support.
For sure, man. That's respect, man. That's love, bro. I really appreciate that, man. Yeah, follow me, man. Sub if you like, man. If you like the video, man, give it a like, man. Give me some more views, Check out the channel some more, man. We will have more interviews to come. We'll have a few podcasts and things going on. We got a few things shaking up. So definitely sub, man, and definitely hit the notification bell if you would like to see more videos from your boy, man. And also from Matt, you're going to see some big things with him in the future. All right, Matt. It's good seeing you, man. Take care of yourself,
all right, man. Have a good one.
All right, you too.